Welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us reflecting on the wisdom of our childhood remedies for illnesses.
So much wisdom. This came up because I just finished up a round of COVID. So yeah, so that, getting sick. I will say the worst part, not the worst, that makes it sound bad. The hardest part about being a parent, a mom, I'm not a dad, so I don't know. Hardest part about being a mom for me, it is not pregnancy, it is not birth, it is not breastfeeding, it is not the sleepless nights. The hardest part about being a mom is that when you get sick as an adult mom, nobody babies you. You have to continue to not only take care of yourself as you're sick, but other people too. I will say this round was a bit of an exception. I was pretty much not functional, and you really did me a solid there, Brent. So thanks for taking care of me and everything else for the last week.
The children have doted upon you as well, Torn with his blankets and whatnot.
Some doting, yeah. They're really sweet and helpful, and they'll carry blankets for me and tuck me in and tell me to lay down so they can. Torn likes to put a pillow on top of my feet because he thinks that's what my feet need, is to have a pillow on top of them. So he'll be like, way down, show me where your feet go. And I'll put a little pillow on top. Very precious. So yeah, I've got 3 boys in the house, and one who knows what's up, and the other 2 are learning. So it's working out.
But I don't remember exactly how this came up. But the idea that I presented is that when I had an upset tummy as a child, I would drink 7-Up. And I guess I would eat saltine crackers along with that. I forgot that part of it.
Classic.
I remember that later.
Saltines.
But yeah, you're like 7-Up. What? So my question is, what were your childhood remedies?
Back up, because you also said ice cream.
Yes. Yeah. When I had a fever or something, ice cream.
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Because
I'm hot. Ice cream is cold. It's delicious.
But there are so many cold things.
I'm happy with ice cream.
I just think that's bonkers. I mean, okay, so my go-to remedies, pretty much any kind of sickness, but especially stomach flu type stuff. Gatorade was the drink. My parents were always pumping Gatorade. And
I feel like I probably had some of that a little bit too. I'm not sure, but it feels like that's right.
Yeah. I still occasionally, if I'm really sick, occasionally I'll crave it. I remember during pregnancies when, it was just nonstop sickness. Occasionally I would just need a couple bottles of Gatorade.
I guess Gatorade would be more for like a throwing up sort of situation.
Yeah, electrolytes. And
I try not to throw up ever.
Yeah, you have a much better track record than I do on throw up avoidance. Yeah, Gatorade and like Disney movies. Like for me, a sick day at home meant, typically, like if I was throwing up all day, then, I was just throwing up. But if there was any kind of sitting around, it was like you're drinking Gatorade, you're sleeping, and you're watching Disney movies. That was the thing. I don't remember a lot of sick foods that were really a thing. When we had a cold, like eventually, chicken noodle soup would kind of make it in there.
Yeah, chicken noodle soup.
I remember occasionally we get the special kind with like stars, like the noodles were the little stars.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But
Campbell's though.
Oh, absolutely. Every time.
Not the actual good stuff.
What's the good stuff?
Like
Progresso?
One of those. Well,
I feel like that came
I think
later.
Campbell's has it too, but just like, the bigger, nicer noodles, the bigger chunks of chicken.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I don't think I ever had fresh, like homemade chicken soup until I was an adult. And now it's all I have. Like I haven't purchased, canned soup in like, I don't know, a decade. Once you know how to make it yourself, it's just so good. And
I feel like I've bought something for you somewhat more recently as you were sick or something. But
yeah, it's probably been a few years. But I haven't had chicken noodle soup from a can forever. But yeah, so I don't know. It's harder to be sick as an adult and even tougher as a parent. But I think as the boys get older, we're just gonna keep training them and give it a few more years, and they'll be taking care of things around here when I get sick. So looking forward to it.
Indeed.
Wow.
You set a timer so it
Yeah.
would make sound?
I wasn't planning for the sound.
Wow.
But that timing was incredible. I'm telling you, my internal clock is.
Were you looking at the countdown?
No, I wasn't.
Wow. Okay.
I don't want to say my internal clock is flawless, but if the shoe fits.
Well, now this part's so good I have to include it at the end. So we're no longer a 5-minute episode, but that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll take a parade anytime.